What is up, guys? Rick Cacus here, and the Destiny 2 beta is live on the PlayStation 4 for those people who pre-ordered. I've been playing it for just a little bit, but I had to tear myself away to make this video because we are going to be talking about every single perk and ability for the all-new Sentinel Titan Subclass. We've seen some gameplay in trailers and in videos, but we've never before seen the actual perks that make this subclass function. And so, let's go over them. Starting with the super, we have the Sentinel Shield. Press L1 plus R1 to summon a shield of void light. While Sentinel Shield is active, press R1 to attack, hold R2 to guard, and press L1 to perform a shield throw. Now, there you go. That looks like shield throw is actually an intrinsic ability. It's not a separate perk that you have to select. Very powerful. Moving on, let's go over the grenades. First up, we have the good old Suppressor Grenade, an explosive grenade that prevents enemies from using abilities for a short time. Very famously, it shuts down supers in the Crucible. After that, Void Wall Grenade, a grenade that creates a horizontal wall of burning void light. Previously on the Night Stalker Hunter, Sentinel Titan now gets Void Wall. Pretty interesting there. And then lastly, the good old magnetic grenades from the Defender Titan are back on the Sentinel. A grenade that attaches to enemies and explodes twice. After that, we've got the class abilities: Towering Barricade and Rally Barricade, with Towering producing a massive barricade that can block off an entire area, and then Rally Barricade producing a small barrier that you can use the cover mechanic to peek over. Both quite useful, and these are the exact same class abilities that are on the Striker Titan as well. Now moving on to the jumps. Firstly, we have High Lift. Jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into the air at greater heights. Moving on from there, we've got Strafe Lift. Jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into the air with strong directional control. And then lastly, we have Catapult Lift. Jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into the air with a strong initial burst of momentum. Alright, now let's move on to the two different attunements. The first one is the Path of the Protector. Remember, you have to pick one of these different attunements, so you'll get all four skills that we go over either at the top selection or the bottom selection. Unfortunately, you can't mix and match. So the first skill in the Path of the Protector is Defensive Strike. Kill an enemy with his melee ability to create an overshield around you and nearby allies. So, the Defender Titan melee just got a lot more powerful, giving an overshield to your allies as well. That's so good, especially in PvE where that's so much easier to activate. Moving on from there, we have Ward of Dawn, the old super ability for the Defender. When super energy is full, press and hold L1 plus R1 to create a shielding dome to protect you and your allies. Now after that, we have Turn the Tide. Your overshield from Defensive Strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. And then lastly, we have Rallying Force. Melee kills restore health for you and nearby allies. So the Sentinel is actually, especially with this top tree, more melee focused than I thought it would be. Those are some substantial bonuses that you're getting for getting melee kills. So you're going to really be wanting to look for exotics, for example, that increase your melee capabilities. Alright, now it's time to move on to the second group of perks in the Code of the Aggressor. Firstly, we have Shield Bash. After sprinting for a short time, use this melee ability to unleash a devastating shield bash that disorients enemies. So that sounds like Shoulder Charge, but for the Sentinel. That's a crazy new ability. After that, we have the perk Second Shield. Gain an additional shield throw charge while Sentinel Shield is active. So there you go. That's how the shield throwing mechanic works on the Sentinel. You have a limited number of shield throw charges that you can use in your super. This gives you another one. After that, we have the perk In the Trenches. Kills while surrounded by enemies reduce the cooldown of your super. Very useful in PvE. And then lastly, we have Superior Arsenal. Grenade kills recharge your grenade energy. That's some self-contained synergy if I've ever seen it. So the Sentinel is looking like a very powerful, well-rounded class with insanely good abilities, to be quite honest. And I'm very excited. I'm going to be definitely maining this guy. I'm a Titan main for sure, and the Sentinel is kind of the new hotness. But, you know, if you're willing to overlook the newness of it, the Striker Titan was also incredibly powerful. Its roaming super is so effective at clearing out PvE and PvP enemies. In any event, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at the Sentinel Titan's abilities in its subclass trees. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. Now, if you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content, be sure to slap that subscribe button. And if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.